Welcome, beautiful souls, to Spiritual Signpost, your 5-minute 5 a.m. guidance through the Matrix. I'm Diana, your psychic medium, intuitive reader, and channel for spirit. These readings are timeless, so whenever this message reaches you, it's because your soul is ready to receive something meant for you today. Go ahead, pour yourself a warm cup of tea, and join me for your morning guidance through the Matrix. Take a breath and soften your energy and open your heart as we step into the astrology, the frequency, and the whisper of spirit guiding your path right now. If this message resonates, leave a comment and claim it, and be sure to subscribe and share so others can receive their daily guidance as well. So today's astrology snapshot for January 13th, we are still in the waning moon energy, and today is not about release like yesterday. Today is about definition and choice, okay? It's the day where your vibration has already changed. You're not working on lifting up your vibration or keeping it up. It's about integrating what's already there, right? It's already changed. So your decisions now that you make moving forward has to reflect that vibration that's already changed in you. So the decisions must change with it, right? So what you agree on now becomes your momentum, right? So today I'm going to ask Spirit, what am I choosing now from my old contracts that I'm no longer operating from? Okay, and see what the cards reveal in regards to that. So the first one out, we have stranger. That was the first one that came out. I put that one there after. But we have curiosity here. So it came out the first one for a reason. Okay, because you're standing here in unfamiliar territory. Right? And it's also number 8, which is a high vibrational number. Right? We always, in numerology, you break down the numbers, the double digits, to a single number, and this equals 8. 8 is the eternity symbol, a sideways. So it reflects manifestation. What you've done, the work you've done on the inside now is reflecting and manifesting in your external world, right? Including your vibration. Right? So you're standing right now in unfamiliar territory. It's a new vibration. But it isn't confusing or it isn't dangerous. Your nervous system is not giving you signals of danger, but it's more of a curiosity now, right? Because Spirit is saying you don't need to know how it all works yet. Right? You're allowed to explore this new version of yourself, the new vibration you're in, without shrinking back into what's familiar, right? Because most times when we are in the unfamiliar, our nervous system starts wanting to protect us and move us back into something we recognize. But it's not doing that anymore because it's settled down into this and accepted it, right? So now you're into the curiosity stage. And with the curiosity stage, you've also got number 7 is the next one. Number 7 is a reflection of self, right? And this one is a covenant, sacred contract. So this is the heart of the reading here, right? Because 7 is self, and this is not an old soul contract continuing. See how this is blank? You're not here to bring old karmic or ancestral or old conditioned agreements, back. You're not here to do that anymore. This is you writing your own. Okay? You're writing your own contract now because you've released the karmic, the ancestral contracts. The conditional agreements of what you were, old beliefs that you used to have based on conditions, right? Now you're choosing consciously. Now you're writing your own contract consciously, not being done unconsciously or somebody else doing it for you from past karma, right? You're doing it from who you are today. right? And who you've become now. Because this confirms the work you've done from this next card here, which is 46, which is 46 is number 10, right? And 10 brought down to a single digit is 1, which is new beginning. Right? As you can see the flow, how it's coming, the story, the journey is going from one day to the next. Right? So this is confirming that your work is done. Right? This was the shadow self, the conditioning, the beliefs that didn't belong to you, right? The energy that you carried that wasn't even yours. Right? You saw it. You felt it. You named it. Like the few days ago, the energy we had a few days ago. And you walked through it. And you healed it. Right? This is not a wound card. This is me reclaiming my power. Right? So this is what this card is telling you. This is you reclaiming your power. The disowned self is now owned. It's seen, it's acknowledged. This is huge, right? And this is what's allowing you to write your own contract on a blank sheet, right? From scratch. So you've got the Atlanteans, the next card, which is evolution vibration. So it speaks of vibration again. Right? And as we know, the vibration has changed. And because of that, you will no longer resonate with what you used to tolerate, right? That has to change too, right? So expect acceleration here with this card. This card only shows up when you're ready to really move fast, okay? Life will respond faster now, right? So when something is aligned, and that means it's going to move fast. Not only when it's aligned, but it's also going to move fast if it's not aligned. So you're going to know it. If something is aligned with you, you're going to move fast into it. You're just going to take action, right? Because the Chariot is right here at the beginning, right? Well, on the bottom of the deck. It's the energy of the whole reading, right? But it also, you have to remember, it'll also impact you and respond faster when it isn't aligned, right? So your body will tell you. You won't need long explanations anymore. Your body will immediately show you something. Well, you will feel it, right? This is why the intuition here is at the beginning, right? So you're going to listen deeply as your next card. So it's telling you exactly how to go with this, how to really move with this vibration. In each card, it's telling you step by step, right? Because this reinforces that intuition, right? That you now encompass, right? It's before logic, before justification, before explanation. Your body now, an inner knowing, will speak first. It will tell you instantly. Right? And because this intuition card is sealing that. Right? It's telling you to trust your instincts no matter what. Trust that the body sensations that you feel. Right? And the consistency or the disruptions even. Pay attention to inner calm versus the contractions that you feel, or the anxiety you might feel that moment, right? The fear that instantly pops into your awareness. It's lived experiences, not theory anymore, right? And these are the tools that you're going to use to decide now. These are going to be the ones that's going to help you make the decisions that you need to make, that's aligned with your new vibration. Okay? We've got the Chariot on the bottom. And that's the underlying energy Underneath that is the Eight of Wands. This is speed, like this is coming fast, communication, right? But the Chariot card here is moving forward now. It's not reckless. It's not moving forward recklessly. It's moving forward fast. It's your momentum is here now. And it has a destination, right? You know where you're going. And you're steering that chariot consciously. You're not making unconscious decisions anymore. You are making conscious decisions, right? And that's the difference. Because here we've got the devil, and this is what Spirit is revealing in this major arcana. Both of those are major arcanas that's here together. The old attachments and unconscious patterns are visible now. You're going to see them instantly. And they're not being shown to you to pull you back to that, but it's so you don't get written into a new contract by default, like unconsciously, right? Awareness breaks that bind. So you're going to know instantly. It's not like you're going to fall back into an old pattern, right? You're going to instantly know, right? It's because you're aligning to different things now. You're aligning to the Nine of Pentacles, right? And Nine of Pentacles is an energy of self-worth, right? And on the Rider-Waite deck, it shows she's standing there, and on one side of her there's 6 pentacles, and the other side there's 3 pentacles, which refers to her keeping 6 for herself and giving 3 away. So she's filling her own cup first. She knows her worth. Right? And this is a card of self-worth, self-sufficiency, and knowing how to give to herself before she gives to anyone else. Right? And so this is what you're aligning with. Because the next card here now is the Two of Cups. Now the Two of Cups is higher self, right? And the human self, your lower self, is coming together in union. Mutually restored, right? You're connecting now. There's an intuition here. There's a language that's built here. And your frequency is high enough to reach that intuition and get the information clearly. Meanwhile, that high vibration can come down far enough that you connect with this on a spiritual and a sacred level. Right? It's mutually restored here. And it also could be a soulmate card too, right? But to me, it reflects the shadow side and the spiritual side. The lower version of you and the higher version of you coming together, right? So you've got the next one is the Four of Wands. So you've walked through the gateway already and you've earned your happiness. This is the one with the 4 pedestals. You may even be seeing 1111. Right? And it shows you saw the doorway, the gateway. The 4 pedestals is on 2 on each side. And you've walked right through them. So you've earned this happiness, right? The next one you have is leadership, born from experience. This is the King of Wands. You're leading with compassion. You're leading with intelligence. You're leading because you know how, because you've gone through these experiences. You've gone through the barriers and the learning lessons, right? You've walked through that gateway. And it was born not because it was handed to you or you read it from a book. You did this because you went through the experiences. You lived through it. So you earned your happiness. Right? You earned it. And this is not about theory. This is not about reading it or learning it. It's about living through it. And that makes you a compassionate leader. Right? You don't have to read about it. You've already lived it. Okay? So this is inner mastery. Right? And you can see that with the next card, which is the Hermit. And this is what this refers to, inner mastery. It's a major arcana. You know how to return to your center, your source of strength internally. Right? You listen deeply. right? You listen to your intuition, your body signals, right? And you return right back to your inner guidance, right? It's the source of your strength. Because the next one you have is the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is emotional consistency. Like, it's compassion without self-betrayal. Right? You're not doing things out of obligation anymore. You're not doing things out of guilt anymore. You're setting strong boundaries. You're emotionally stable. Your emotions is not depending on how anybody else's mood is or what they say to you or do. Right? This is consistency. Right? Without betraying yourself. Right? Because you've claimed the disowned self. You've gone through all of these emotions, this negative self-talk or the self-hate or whatever it is, the guilt, the shame. You've walked through that. Right? And now you've got your consistency, compassion without betraying yourself. Right? So the next one you have is called the Knave of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles, I believe. It's a long-term legacy thinking. Yeah, it's talking about the slower knight. And it's not because the knight is slow. It's because every decision that this knight makes, it's based on long-term results. It's not based on instant gratification, like the devil energy here. It's based on your long-term goals, your legacy, really making a difference. Right? Your legacy could be your family, your children, and the difference you make. You raising your vibration is also doing the same for them. Right? That ripples right into their life. That's a legacy. You're changing. Any beliefs that you change, you're changing it in them as well. All of that is considered legacy. Legacy can be, yes, wealth and material wealth, but it can also be spiritual wealth. It can also be emotional wealth. Right? So this is showing up here because it's about your legacy thinking. You're not thinking like on the devil energy anymore, just for that instant. It's grounded beginnings. It's no more instant gratification. It's a slow, intentional build with a future in mind. Okay? More besides, just that instant moment. Okay, that's what that means. It doesn't mean you're going to be a long time doing anything. It just means that you give it thought before you make decisions. You're making decisions consciously from a different vibration now. Okay, because you've got the Chariot here, you've got the Devil here, and you've got the Hermit here. Right, the three call out major arcanas. And you are no longer making unconscious choices, okay? This is what the devil means. You're making it based on instant gratification. You're not doing that anymore, right? You're no longer bounded to those old contracts by that. You're writing your future now deliberately, okay? You've put in a lot of work, a lot of inner work. And it's showing up right here in this reading, right? So yesterday is cleared out the old life, okay? And today you're being handed a blank contract, a blank page, right? You don't bring old karma forward, right? You don't carry ancestral agreements no longer. You choose your connections, your commitments. Right? You choose it intentionally. And you're directed from a healed space. Right? This is a covenant between you and your higher self now. It's rewritten. Okay? So your daily mantra can be, I write my life consciously and choose only what aligns with who I am now. So I'm going to choose some cards now from Spirit, and we will complete the reading. Okay, I hope you can see them all. May have to move that one up there. Okay. All right, so the first one we have is 43. Your vibration is rising. See, that confirms, Spirit is just confirming here what we already feel in your body, okay? And what this reading have told you from the main reading, okay? You're no longer operating at the same frequency. All right, this rise didn't happen suddenly. Okay, it came from inner work that you've done, the honesty, the endings, and the conscious choices you've made. Right? Because your vibration is higher, and what enters in your life now got to meet that high vibration, right? You're not going to attract the unhealed version of you anymore. You're going to attract the version of you with a higher vibration. It must meet you there. Okay? That's a blessing. Speaking of blessing, the next card is a blessing in disguise. 33, master number. So this is important because 33, this master number, is of compassion, is of trust and divine orchestration. So this is divinely orchestrated here. Okay, this plan has been already prearranged, okay? This is your journey. This is your cycle. This is meant to be. This is divine timing, right? What looked difficult, delayed, or confusing was protecting you, right? It was protecting you all along. So be patient, right? Have faith, because what unfolds now, moving forward, is far better than you could even imagine, right? When you were still in that old vibration. But now your vibration is higher, you can dream bigger, you can imagine differently. And this is not a lost timeline, it's redirection. Okay? So, and this says, I am the light, I am a light in the world. I love this card. So this is speaking directly to your leadership through your life experience. Right? You don't guide because you're trying to. You guide because you've walked it. Your light comes from authenticity, not from performance, what you've done. It's about being true to yourself. You align to who you are. You accepted yourself. Right? Simply because yourself now it has an impact. Whether you see it or not, it does. It impacts everyone around you. It impacts your legacy. You know, everyone in your life every person you've touched with your words, your inspiration, your kindness, your compassion, or even the lessons that you've learned. Right? As you could share that with others, and it gives them that advice. So surrender to complete healing. So Spirit is just acknowledging that surrender has already happened. Right? This card is not asking you to do more. It confirms that healing is in motion on every level. Physical, emotional, and spiritual. You are supported. All right? You don't need to hold yourself together anymore. Okay? Because after that, you've got, I am harmonious. Okay, there's a good affirmation in that one. I am harmonious. And harmony follows surrender. Okay? Once you've surrendered to this, the result is harmony. And it's showing up right after that surrender card. Okay, so it's reflecting emotional consistency and inner peace. You're no longer swinging between extremes. Right? Your nervous system is settling. Your energy is integrating. This is calm. And it's after deep inner work. I am harmonious. Okay, see, I picked a lot. Well, actually, a lot of them came out. Those cards here, those advice cards. The first one we have is fire. So strong emotion is present, but it's being clarified now. Right? This is passion without chaos. You're not ignoring it. Right? It's a purposeful energy. It's creative fire. right? It could be love or it could be hate. Whatever it is, it's passion. It's creative fire. If it's something that's not appealing to you, it may give you that push to be more creative, to burst through it. Right? It doesn't have to be chaos, but it is passion. Right? It could be purposely done, or it could be an emotion that creates now like a creative fire in you. Right? And you've got lion that follows this, and it says it's time to act. Time to act. So, but from confidence. It's not saying act from force, right? You're stepping forward knowing who you are this time, right? You're not trying to find out who you are or align with your authenticity. You already know who you are now, right? You've got the spear here. This represents heartache over what you no longer have, but also the clean cut that freed you. You're not meant to carry grief forward into this new chapter. Okay, you've got the tortoise here, slowly but surely getting ahead. Okay, there's no rush, right? What's being built now is meant to last. Every step you take now is solid, right? It's not going away. Okay, so the next one is the boot. And the boot is telling you to increase your effort where it feels aligned, okay? Not everywhere, but only when your energy flows naturally. Don't force it. When you feel like moving forward with something and it feels natural to you without you having to push, then that's when you need to take action, okay? It flows naturally, right? Next we've got the camel. It's perseverance. Okay, you've already proven your endurance here. Right, the card confirms that you carry what matters without being burdened. Then you've got the dolphin. And this is beautiful. I love the dolphin. Right, it's a financial gain here. It says usually coming from something you did in the past. So I remember mentioning this in yesterday's reading, I believe. The dog came out. And it's about small acts that you take. It could be inspiration, a kind word, or something you do without even knowing you've done it. But it could have such a major karmic impact on someone. Right? It's financial or energetic gain returned from something you did in the past. This is karma. Right? A kind word, a supportive act, a moment of inspiration. You don't even remember it's that insignificant to you. But karma doesn't forget, right? And what you gain returns multiplied. It always returns to you 100-fold, right? And whoever you did this for, whatever happened or you said, small, insignificant to you, impacted the trajectory of that person or that situation in a way that it may have changed the whole direction. Right? So this ties directly, to your insight about the smallest acts. Okay? How we truly never know the impact we have on someone else's life. But Spirit is confirming with this card, it matters. It matters no matter how tiny the act is. It may have the most amazing, impactful impact on somebody else. It may change their whole direction. Right? Because the next card you have is Wise Guidance from the Owl. I don't know if you can see that card. Okay? And support surrounds you now. Okay, so this may come through spirit, your higher self, or your quiet inner knowing, right? You are listening differently now, and you're listening with a trust, and you're not listening from doubt or deciphering which is which, right? So good advice from a wise person. You're going to know what that advice is instantly, right? You're not going to doubt it anymore, right? So really what this whole reading is saying, it marks a moment where everything is integrating, right? The old chapter is complete. The healing has been surrendered, and your vibration has risen. It's risen as a result of your honesty, your courage, and your inner work, right? You face that, your shadow. You've done the inner work, right? What once felt like loss reveals itself as protection, a blessing in disguise, right? And what seemed like delay is really divine timing, right? You're now writing your life from a blank covenant, right? Choosing consciously instead of repeating inherited patterns, right? This is no longer in the way. Okay, you're choosing everything consciously. And passion returns without chaos, right? Confidence replaces the doubt. And harmony is settled into your body and spirit, right? This is I am harmonious, right? So steady, slow progress builds a lasting foundation, while the karmic blessings here begin to return from seeds that you planted long ago, often without realizing their impact, right? Your light is already working through you, right? Quietly influencing others and opening doors, drawing abundance back to you. This is not a beginning born from urgency. Okay? So, because what's unfolding now is far greater than anything you once hoped for. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope this helps you along your path today. Remember, Spirit meets you the moment you become present. So if this message aligns with your heart, subscribe and return to your 5-minute 5 a.m. spiritual signpost reading. Until tomorrow, stay aligned, stay open, and may Spirit guide your steps today. Love and blessings.